New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring. On behalf of the entire prayer team at New Thought Media Network, we thank you for joining us on this broadcast. You can catch New Thought Media Network prayer time at 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And now, let's center ourselves in the words of Ernest Holmes. We must put meaning and belief into our prayers. It is the meaning and mindfulness that is the nexus from which our words come to life.
Good morning, and welcome to another edition of Morning Prayers. I'm your host, Reverend Z. It's November the 5th, 2020, although it says Reverend Lisa. It's really me. I'm so glad to be here with you today, and as always, it's my pleasure to be here with you to practice the sacred art of prayer, where we here at New Thought Media Network seek to raise your vibration to the level of the divine. And so as we begin this day, November 5th, a couple of days after the election, everyone is still waiting and on pins and needles, trying to see what the final outcome is. I think we should be just patient. And so today, first and foremost, I want to say good morning to all the prayer warriors who are dropping in. And so I want to get good morning to Chris. Good morning. How are you? Good morning to Suzanne. And good morning to Alice. And good morning to Ursula. Trust everyone is doing well on this fine day. Weather is nice here in Colorado. I know we got people all over the country, on some places all over the world. We got a call from Geneva. So we got folk everywhere that check in for this little short 15-minute prayer, upliftment, guidance, and direction. And then we go off and do our thing. So in this moment right now, I start each day, with a little quote or a little saying or something like that to kind of set the tone of the prayer and give us a direction for the day. And today there's a chapter in the Quran called Time. And it reads like this. It says, verily through the token of time, or verily by the token of time, man is at loss, except those who come together in truth, patience, and consistency. I'm going to say that again. Verily, by the token of time, man is at loss, except those who come together in the mutual teachings of truth, patience, and consistency. And how appropriate is that right now, where we are in the battle of the election season, trying to determine the new president, and everyone is jockeying in terms of the parties of who's winning, and some are saying they already won, and some are saying, well, no, let's wait. How appropriate is that chapter that says, until we come together in truth? There are all kind of claims going out now that there's been fraudulent things and people are dumping ballots and they're still counting them and they're going to the mailbox, to the post office to grab extra ones. None of that's true according to the information. And so truth is what we need to stand on. Truth is how we make things right, by telling the truth and moving forward with that truth so that we can make great decisions, so that we can, know what direction to go in. The second thing, patience. it takes patience. You know, everyone is saying the election stops on election day. Well, it did stop on election day. And now they're counting. They have the most largest votes in history in terms of people participating in the process. And so now it's going to take a little patience to get through those extra ones. And given the COVID virus, we have now had a large number of mail-in and drop-off ballots. So that's a little different. They're not tallied right away. You got to go through, open them, verify signature, scan them. And so that's another thing. But the main thing is that we have to be consistent. Truth, patience, and consistency. And just like we need that in the election series, we need that in our lives. We need patience, truth, and consistency in any order you want to put it in. Whether you want to be consistent first and fall into the truth and be patient, it doesn't matter. That's what it takes to be successful, because we know from a spiritual perspective, life is a process. Life is a way of unfolding and evolving. And as the old saying goes, Rome was not built in a day. And just like that, when we build our lives and set a spiritual tone for where we want to go, regardless of how this election turns out, we want to stick to the foundation of truth, patience, and consistency. To be consistent in our prayers, to be consistent in our compassion, to be consistent in our love that we give to each and every one that we meet, so that we can begin to get that reciprocal vibration going on, where we begin to love and honor and respect and uplift each and every one we meet. That is the goal. That is the goal. Regardless to what our differences are, regardless to how we see different edges of the point, the truth of the matter is we all have a slice. And so the more we can come together with that truth and be patient and listen to the different various points and be consistent in our conversation, in our building relationships, we can make a better answer today than we made yesterday. And so as we just go right now into prayer, setting the tone for the day and for the next couple of days, if we can, and for the rest of our lives, ideally, set this tone based on truth, patience, and consistency. Because I know right here, right now, and no matter where you are, the only thing that exists is God. Because you see, we are in the divine unfoldment of life. And it says that God is in, through, and around all things, meaning that there is nothing, there is no place where God is not, regardless to how it looks, regardless of the circumstances, regardless to how we feel about it, whether we like it or not, whether we think we can cope with it or not, is not the primary point. The primary point, it is all still God unfolding and evolving and elevating and uplifting the humankind, the universe, the cosmos. It's all unfolding. And so we know, because we can look at the way the universe unfolds and the way life proceeds on earth, and all of the miracles that happen with birth and trees growing and all of these things, and say, God has this. This has been going on for millions of years, and that wisdom of the divine has led us to this point. And so we just grab hold to that wisdom, that understanding, that compassion, that love, that understanding, and we move forward in truth, knowing that each and every one of us has that same ability to cultivate within our lives, within our own little universes, with our own little cosmos that are based on truth, patience, and consistency. And so as each one of us begin to uplift ourselves and latch on to that particular idea of creating our own world based on the ideas of truth, patience, and consistency, we know that we, everything in those and all those around us, will begin to be exactly what God has created us to be, or reflections of the divine, an emissary of light, and those who uplift everywhere they go. And so it is in that moment of uplift that I want to give thanks. Because I know for myself, and I'm sure it's possible and true for each and every one of us, that we've all had the experience of being uplifted by someone, by some event, by some piece of music, by some vision of the sunrise. All these are magnificent upliftment tools of God. And so we give thanks for those. And we give thanks for the opportunity to participate in this unfolding of life. And so as we just allow this moment right here, right now, to be holy and boldly for God, we just release these words into the law, knowing that God has seen us, has heard our prayers, and has already begun to activate them in the mind of God, knowing that they will manifest in the right time, in the right place, based on truth, patience, and consistency. And so it is. Amen, amen, and amen. And amen, everyone. Thank you again for joining us this morning here at New Thought Media Network. We're here every morning, 8:15, and every evening at 8:15 with prayers to uplift, to hold us, to guide us. And we're trying to put together a team of prayer warriors that can pray and cause things to manifest. And so if you have anything that you would like to pray on or pray about, please send your prayer request to prayer@ntmedia.org. Prayer@ntmedia.org. And someone on our prayer team will pick those prayers up and pray on them for the person, for the situation. It's all kept in the heart and mind of us and in the heart and mind of God. So we look forward to you sending your prayers if you have any indeed. And also, we're into our fall fundraising. So we want to thank you for your gifts. We have lots of ideas and gift packs for you, but please send your tithes, gifts, blessings, prayers to support this station, to support these programs at https://givebutter.com/New Thought Media Network. So please go out and check us out. We got some nice fundraising gifts to support the station, where we have music and information to raise and are built for the whole soul of man. So thank you once again for being here. We got programs coming up tomorrow. One of my favorites, of course, that's only because I'm on it. We have Ministers Talking Shut Your Mouth tomorrow with myself and Reverend Bridge. We're on the air at 7 tomorrow, and we just kind of look at current events from a pure spiritual perspective. And we love your input, so please join in, tune in, and help us celebrate this whole thing called life and spiritual life in a current way. And so I just want to say before we leave, I want to just give such support and love for all of you who are here again today, supporting this station, supporting this program. So as you go out, I want to say once again, give a shout out to Chris. Thank you for joining us. Suzanne, thank you again for joining us. And Alice and Ursula and Wayne and Dawn. I mean, just thank you all. And so if you've enjoyed anything in this program, if you've gotten anything from this prayer, for those who've been here before, they know what I say at this moment. Tell a friend to tell another friend to come join us in this activity of prayer, in this way of living that allows us to elevate who and what we are. And so as we get ready to go out and enjoy the rest of the day, I just want to leave you with love, light, and insight, and let you know that from my heart to your heart, peace and blessings. And so it is. Amen.
On behalf of the New Thought Media Network, thank you for being with us for this special prayer broadcast. We look forward to being with you again soon, 8:15 a.m. or 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Until then, peace and blessings.